everyone, and welcome back to our channel. We have some exciting new updates to share with you from Ragnarok X Next Generation, so let's dive in. For those of you who have an account on the Taiwan server, you will have noticed that there was an update in just the last day or so, including another new part of the map. Those of us in the C server can't wait for these updates to come our way, but for now, enjoy learning all about Comodo with us. In this video, we'll explore the different regions of Comodo as well as the creatures that call this tropical wonderland home. First on the docket, let's take a little closer look at the different regions of Comodo. First up, we have the Fortress of Saint Darmain East. As we take a walk through this region, we're met with giant ruins. This fortress was definitely a place of great importance in years past, but it has fallen prey to the detriment of time and is now abandoned by the knights and royalty that once called this home, left only to the creatures who now inhabit these rocky fortress ruins. Next up, we have Kokomo Beach. Right away, you feel the life and adventure that flows from this place. There are pirate ships all around in the sky blue water, and a beautiful market booming with energy of trade and items from far away. When you come to this place, make sure you hold tight to your wallet, but also come ready to soak in the warm sun and feel the cool ocean breeze on your face while you barter for a beautiful rarity. Zenhai Marsh. The Zenhai Marsh is very different from the exciting life on the beach. The swamp brings with it a more somber atmosphere with a different kind of adventure hiding up above you. Explore the small village in the trees, but don't forget to come back here during the daylight to really take in the surroundings and investigate the enormous dragon bones which mark the area. As you leave the marsh, follow the path lined by bones to find the wonders hidden away in the Papuchica forest. On your way towards the village, you won't be able to miss the crocodile portal. I can't wait to investigate the wonders that lie within. But for now, let's make our way to the cutest little village hidden away behind the trees. Here, you'll find many to interact with, along with a looming MVP, which we'll talk more about soon. Beach Dungeon. Welcome to the dungeon, where the environment changes faster than you can say, "Brr, that's cold." While in the dungeon, make sure you check out the Dragon Shrine, as the spirit of the dragon still lights a fire in the eyes of the long-dead creature. Lastly, we have Comodo City. Deep within the heart of Comodo is the city where trade happens and friends can be made. While this city appears to be in harmony with nature as the gentle waves lap against the beach, don't let that lull you into a false sense of security as the volcano nearby releases plumes of smoke. Since the volcano is at peace for now though, enjoy the tropical city and have fun exploring all that this region has for you. Now that we've taken a tour of the various regions within Comodo, we want to share with you the great variety of monsters within. First, I just want to make a quick note that all of this information had to be translated from Mandarin Chinese, so please be gracious with us, as there may be some small mistakes along the way. With that in mind, let's dive in as we explore the monsters here, the cards they are equipped with, and where they can be found. Our first few monsters are found within the Fortress of Saint Darmain East. Galapago. These cute little beachside penguins are just living their best life and enjoying their drink of choice. Mine would be a Jack and Coke for such a bright sunny day. The Galapago has final crit plus 14%, and its card can be used for accessories. Ragler. These flightless birds seem to be seeking after the feeling of wind in their feathers. They have PvP final magic damage reduction plus 3.5% and max HP plus 14%, and their cards can be used for shoes. Sea Otter. I don't know if these really look like sea otters to me. They look more like porcupines with seashells on their backs. The most interesting snails I've ever seen. They have stun resistance plus 33.6% and curse resistance plus 33.6%, and their card can be used for accessories. Lastly, in this area, the seal. These are sad little creatures cosplaying as seals, but I just can't get over how cute they are. They have final physical penetration plus 14%, and their card can be used for weapons. Our next two monsters are all found on Kokomo Beach. Aster. I didn't know that starfish could have such big eyeballs. Wowza! The Asters have Ghost Attribute Enchantment plus 17.5% and Poison Attribute Enchantment plus 17.5%, and their card can be used for weapons. Next up, Crab. Check out the mustaches on these guys. They are on point. The crabs have Final Magic Penetration plus 14%, and their card can be used for weapons. Merman. These are not what you would expect when you hear merman, but they are doing their best to keep the beach safe. The merman have PvP Final Physical Damage Reduction plus 3.5% and Max HP plus 14%, and their card can be used for shoes. Lastly in this area is the shellfish. I bet these guys make amazing pearls with all the sand that gets in their mouth from living on Kokomo Beach. I mean, look at their tongues hanging out. The shellfish have Earth Attribute Enchantment plus 17.5% and Fire Attribute Enchantment plus 17.5%, and their card can be used for weapons. The next few monsters are all found in the Zenhai Marsh. First up, Anolian. These crocodile soldiers remind me of the crocodile soldiers from the old Disney animated Robin Hood movie. Does anyone else remember that? They have a max HP plus 14% and final magical defense plus 7%, and their cards can be used for clothes. Alligator. These guys are very interesting. It looks like they're saying something. What do you think they're saying? Put your thoughts in the comments. The alligator has a healing bonus of 14%. And their card can be used for headgear. Nereid. These purple salamanders look like they could be almost little ferrets, but for a salamander, they've got some back issues. These guys have Final Physical Damage Bonus plus 14%, and their card can be used for headgear. Lastly in this area is the Tri-Joint. These look like the roly-poly bugs I used to play with as a kid, but with mean-looking pinchers. They have Water Attribute Enchantment plus 17.5% and Wind Attribute Enchantment plus 17.5%, and their card can be used for weapons. The next few creatures can all be found in the Papuchica Forest. First up is the Thera Frog. These guys are my absolute favorite color, and I love their little jumps. They have max HP plus 14% and final defense plus 7%, plus their card can be used for the cloak. Mobster. These guys are totally wannabe anime characters. At least they have the hair going for them, right? These guys have final crit plus 7% and crit damage plus 14%, and their card can be used for headgear. Next is the Pest. These are probably one of my least favorite monsters of the Comodo area. They look like leeches, but they have eyes in their mouths. The Pest have PvP Magic Damage Reduction plus 420, and their card can be used for clothes. Last in this area is the Stem Worm. They are cute when they are up close, but far away you see the little worm tails reaching for the skies, and I can't help but shiver. The Stem Worm has Freeze Resistance plus 33.6% and Blind Resistance plus 33.6%, and their card can be used for accessories. Lastly, we have our monsters found in the Beach Dungeon. First up is the Megalodon. These guys look like they have already decomposed. They're just bones and piranha teeth, but no flesh of their own. They have Holy Attribute Enchantment plus 17.5% and Neutral Attribute Enchantment plus 17.5%, and their card can be used for weapons. From the Megalodon, we have the Megalith. These guys are stones with spirits in them, like the Easter Island head from Night at the Museum, which always wants Gum Gum. Adorable. The Megalith has PvP damage reduction plus 420, and their card can be used for the cloak. Gargoyle. These are not like any gargoyles I have seen. It's like Chucky and a gargoyle had a baby. Definitely very creepy. But they do have Physical Reflect plus 14%, and their card can be used for accessories. Stalactic Golem. This creature is made out of stalactites and stalagmites. They're simply the cave walls come to life. They have final magic damage bonus plus 14%, and their card can be used for headgear. Now that we have covered all the regular monsters found within Comodo, let's take a look at the special ones as well. First up, we have the mini bosses. Ogre Tooth. This sword-like creature is always on the run. It was so hard to pin this one down to give you all a good look at him. One thing I do know, I would not want to grab the handle of that sword. The Ogre Tooth is found in Zenhai Marsh and has a day card used for weapons, a night card used for armor, and a void card for the cloak. Our next mini-boss is the Necromancer. Observe as this hooded monster just marches around the beach like he owns the place. The Necromancer is found in Kokomo Beach. Day card is used for weapons, night card is used for the necklace, and void card for weapons as well. Now let's look at the two big guns that run Comodo, the MVP. First up is Gunka. This floating head may look harmless and happy as he floats around, but just think of the damage that spiky hair could do alone. The Gunka is found in the Fortress of Saint Darmain East, and their day, night, and void card are all used for headgear. The Lost Dragon. This MVP is hard to miss. He takes up ground right smack dab in the middle of the forest village. He definitely seems to be claiming the village as his own. As said, he's found in the forest, so that would be Papuchika Forest. His day card is used for shoes, the night card is used for weapons, and the void card is used for the necklaces. Along with these amazing new places to explore and monsters to defeat, there are also new items for fishing, mining, and gardening. Check out the beautiful tropical flowers. Plus, we have a few new items for smelting, with a couple new enchantments to explore as well. Thanks so much for joining us today as we explored the vast land of Comodo, and don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Happy gaming, friends!